My name is Victoria Gitman. I'm originally from Argentina. I was born in Buenos Aires, and I lived in South Florida for over 25 years. So I'm here in my studio in Hallandale Beach, and I'm getting ready for my show. So this is the basic setup that I usually have, where I have the actual object set up next to my easel, and the board I paint on hardboard, so you can see from the back. So basically it's a process of looking what I see here, and then painting and basically covering the whole surface with the fur. It's a process that takes a couple of months, and then once I have like a basic surface built up, then I go back in and I do highlights and glazes, and I actually work on the background at the very end. Basically, it's I think my work is so much about looking. It's a process of looking and visually kind of understanding what that feels like, and translating, obviously, that into paint. The exhibition includes 4 bodies of work. The exhibition begins with a series of necklace paintings, and then continues on to the beaded purses, which is a different body of work. I work in series, so we have 4 different series, and then the new fur purses, and also a series of beauty paintings, which are very small. They're 5 by 7 inch paintings that reproduce drawings by the French 19th century painter Jean-Auguste Dominique-Ingres. One thing that's been noted very often about my work is that even though I use very inexpensive objects, these are all things that I find either on flea markets, eBay, so they're basically not very expensive things. But one of the things that everybody notices is that once I paint them, they become these objects that exude a very luxurious kind of aura. And it's not something that I do on purpose, that I intend. So I think it's just something that, like, the way I paint, or maybe the way I see things, it somehow, the object gets transformed. This is the paper palette that I used for the ocelot fur purse. And even though the purse is very creamy, the colors are very creamy, you can see that this is the paint I mixed, but to get this color, these are the colors I use. I basically use a blue, a red, a couple of blues, a red, some brown, some white. So each of these clusters is a day of work. So these are some of the most recent fur purses I've been painting and buying. And I find them basically on eBay. I used to go to flea markets and antique markets to find the beaded purses and the jewelry. But ever since I discovered eBay, I've been using eBay. So these are, this is a vintage purse. It's from probably the 1950s. And so is this one, but some of them are more modern. This is a contemporary piece. This is vintage also. So I found this necklace at the Lincoln Road Antiques Market. It's hard to explain, but when I see something, it has to have a quality that will make an interesting painting. And I don't know how else to explain it, but there's a presence to some of these things that I think will make them good subjects, which is not the same as saying there's something beautiful or something that I'd want to wear. This is a box full of my color beaded purses, and some of these purses are paintings that are in the show. This one is in the show, and so is this one and that one. I hope when viewers come into my exhibition, Desiring Eye, at the Pérez Art Museum in Miami, that they can experience looking at the work through my eyes somehow, that they can slow down and focus on these objects both as fashion objects and as paintings, and experience them in a way that makes them see things in a different way.